Hello ITK students, welcome to your new classroom. I am Miss B and I'm going to be your teacher this year. I'm very excited to get to know you all. I know we're going to have a lot of fun and we're going to make lots of new friends. So I know a lot of you haven't been able to come into the classroom yet because we've been working really hard on getting it ready for you, setting up all of the different areas that you'll get to play in. But I thought I would make this video for you to give you a sneak peek of our classroom space so you had a little bit of an idea of what to expect on your first day. So sometimes going into a new space, it's a little bit scary. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what it's going to look like. So hopefully this video will help give you a little bit of a taste of what's going to come. I made this YouTube channel a long time ago for some of my old kindergarten students when we couldn't go to school during COVID and we didn't get a chance to see each other. So there are lots of books for you to listen to and I'm reading all of them. But I thought I would make another video for you all because there are a lot of you that I haven't met yet, and maybe you haven't met me. We haven't got to spend a lot of time together. So I wanted to make this video and share one of my favorite books for the first few days of school. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it for you. In our library area over here. So behind me is our classroom library where we have books to look at. And we'll have this one to look at as well. There are some friends you can read with. There's Clifford back there right now, and Mickey Mouse, and a dragon, and a baby dragon. And I think there's a panda bear hiding back there somewhere. You might have to come and find it. But I'm gonna go ahead and read the story for you. And then maybe we'll read it again when we come back, when we come to school, when we're all together. So the story is called School's First Day of School. The story is by Adam Rex, and the pictures are drawn by Christian Robinson. That summer, they dug up the big field and poured the foundation and set brick on top of brick until they'd built a school. A sign above the door read, Frederick Douglass Elementary. That's a good name for me, thought the school. Most days, a man named Janitor came to mop the school and buff his floors and wash his windows. This is nice, the school said to Janitor. Just the two of us. Won't be just for us for long, said Janitor. Won't be just us for long, said Janitor. Soon the teachers will come and you'll be filled with children. The school creaked. Children? All kinds of children. They'll come to play games and to learn. Oh, said the school. Will you be here? You'll see me after the school day is over, said Janitor. Don't worry, you'll like the children. But the school thought that Janitor was probably wrong about that. Then they came, the children did, and there were more of them than the school could have possibly imagined. They got everywhere. They opened and closed all of his doors and lockers and drank water from his fountains and played on his jungle gym. So that's what that is for, thought the school. Some of the older kids gathered by the school's back fence and showed each other their bored faces. This place stinks, said one, and the school gasped. I hate school, said another with puffy hair, to the agreement of his friends. The school sagged a little. One very small girl with freckles didn't want to come inside the school at all. Her mother had to carry her. I must be awful, the school whispered to himself. Later, he squirted the puffy-haired kid in the face, then felt bad about it afterward. He watched the kindergarten kids sit on one of his rugs. The teacher said, as we go around the circle, please tell us your name. There was an Aiden and a Max and a Bella and another Aiden and an Emma and a Caden and a Chloe. The small girl with freckles was next, but she wouldn't speak. She only stared at her shoes until the teacher moved on. I don't like school, she whispered into her lap. Well, thought the school, maybe it doesn't like you either. The children were in their chairs, finally, But just as the school was starting to relax, his fire alarm sounded, and all the children exited and walked to the other side of the field and stared at him. He was so embarrassed. He held his doors open for them when they returned. "Sorry," he said as the first child entered. "Sorry, sorry, sorry," he told them all, even the girl with the freckles. At 12 o'clock, the school was filled with food. At 12:30, the school was filled with garbage. At one table, a boy told a funny joke, and another boy laughed so hard that milk came out of his nose. "Now I'm covered with nose milk," thought the school. He had to admit that it was a pretty funny joke, though. Even the girl with freckles liked it. After lunch, the kindergarten kids learned about shapes. "A rectangle has 4 sides," said the teacher. 1, 2, 3, 4. "And a square has 4 sides, too. In fact, a square is actually a special kind of rectangle." "Wow," said the school. "I did not know that." Afterward, the children made pictures with glitter and paste. The girl with freckles made a picture of the school. "It looks just like me," thought the school, "except glittery. It's like she's known me all my life." "Do you think I could have your picture?" the teacher asked her. "Don't tell anyone, but I think it's the best." The school thought she was probably right about that. The freckled girl smiled when the teacher stuck her drawing onto the school wall with a pushpin. "Ouch," said the school, but he didn't mind. Not really. At 3 o'clock, the parents came to pick up the children. At 3:30, janitor came to pick up the school. "I was full of kids," the school told him, and I heard a joke, and I accidentally had a fire drill, but everyone was nice about it, and I listened to a classroom, and I learned about shapes. "You had a big day," said janitor. "Do you think," the school said, "do you think you could invite everyone to come back tomorrow? Especially that little freckled girl?" Janitor nodded. "I'll see what I can do." Later, janitor sat on top of the school, and they watched the sun go down. "In the beginning, I didn't know what I was," said the school. "I thought I was your house." "Nope," said janitor. I suppose some other place gets to be your house," the school added. Janitor nodded. "That's true, but you get to be a school. That's lucky." And the school thought that he was probably right about that. The end. So that's one of my favorite books because it talks a little bit about all of the different feelings you can have on your first day of school. You might be unsure, you might be scared, you might be nervous, you might be excited, you might be bored. And it's okay to feel all of those things and know that our feelings change sometimes. So, your school, Lakewood Elementary, is waiting for you to come, and we are so excited for you to get here. Some of you might come with your parents, some of you might come on the bus. There are going to be lots of new things. Some things might be scary, some things might be exciting. There were a lot of different things and a lot of different places in the story. And then we have some of those things at our school too. So if you think back to what you saw in the story, if you think back to these pictures, you might see some of them at your own school, like the playground, like a carpet for circle time, lots of different things. Some of the things that the kindergartners are doing, we'll do in our classroom too, like learning about shapes. But we have a lot to do, a lot of time to get to know each other, and that was just a little sneak peek. And I am so excited to get to know you all and meet you and greet you on your first day. All right, I can't wait to meet you. We're gonna have lots of fun this year. Welcome to your new classroom in ITK. All right, bye.